Today we have Random Minifigure! Before we get started, I gotta give a huge shout out to Noah Beecher. I asked you guys who would win in an ultimate battle royale between all the Adventure Time characters, and he came up with this really great story. Make sure you go ahead and read it, and thumbs up to you. Now onto the figures. Some of the figures that I have here today are really kind of a collection of random figures that don't have any particular theme, but I figured, hey, why not mash them all together into one video? So let's take a look at the first figure. Come on. Random! This first figure is by Engineerio. Make sure you check him out at his Instagram and his eBay shop. All his figures are for sale. And the cool thing about him, he prints on actual LEGO minifigure pieces, which makes all the difference as far as the quality goes. Now on to the figure. So looking at this guy is called Classic Wonder Man. And I didn't know anything about him. I mean, I knew Wonder Woman, right? Looking at this character, I'm just going to read off what Wikipedia says about him.
His real name's Simon Williams. He gained his superhuman powers during a chemical and radiation treatments with ionic energy from Baron Zemo, giving him superhuman strength, speed, stamina, durability, agility, and reflexes.
Basically, he's kind of like Superman-ish character, except for this belt is like a, I don't know, like a blaster or a jetpack belt, I guess. Looking at the quality on this print, it's done really well. I really do like the overall character print and the design from top all the way to the bottom. It gives off that classic look. I actually pulled up the character. He has normally, like the newer ones, like all black, and he has a red emblem. The reason why he wears this visor is to protect his like red eyes that always glow bright red, I suppose. A lot of tiny detail printing on the top of the head and the overall torso. Actually looking at the face, it's printed really well as far as the beige over the green head. It looks really good. I like the actual use of the transition legs from the legs to the torso. You can see there's like a darker green right there. I like that he swapped that out. You got the some side printing right here for the arms. I think they're dual, yeah, same on both sides. And then printing on the back, which is done very well. So there we have Wonder Man. Next up we have Mr. Bean. He's equally as talented as Wonder Man. You can see this right here is from Minifigures.com. The thing I like about them is they actually print on this, they have like this whole package part of it, which makes, I think it just makes it like a really good presentation to it. And they put like a little storyline on the back here.
Where Mr. Bean goes, comedy and mayhem often follow. Luckily though, for our Mr. Bean minifigure, can be put back together with ease should any mishaps take place.
And I think LEGO actually made like an official weird Mr. Bean or something like that. I remember seeing it online. I didn't read too far into it, but let's take a look at the minifigure. Random! Good old Mr. Bean. Now, this is clearly like, it's like a British thing. Although I've seen Mr. Bean, I've seen a couple of the movies, I've seen the show. He's kind of weird. It's actually pretty funny. This is definitely more of a UK themed character. Looking at the overall printing though, I will say it's done very well. I do like the two-tone that you get with the tan torso and the tan arms, and they printed over that, which kind of gives it a little bit more texture, it looks like. Great printing on the front. I like the 5 o'clock shadow. It's done very well. Look at that. You can see that like it's just finely printed in there, and that's something you really don't see too often with actual official LEGO pieces. His eyes do look creepy, but in real life, if you've ever seen him, he looks pretty creepy. The hair is spot on as far as his look. He's got his classic mole right there, and he's got that old tired look for his eyes. Just great overall representation in minifigure form. You can see the side print right there. He's got the leather sewed onto his elbows. I think on both sides, yep, on that side as well. And a little bit of printing on back. I think it's only one head print, but I'm going to double check. Yeah, just the one head print. So if you guys are interested in get this, make sure you check out minifigures.com. Random! Next up we have Sabretooth. This fig's also from Engineerio. And the thing I like most about this one is just the overall clean look. If you know anything about Sabretooth, he's a really cool character. He's basically the villain or the person that Wolverine likes to fight. He's kind of like a similar character, although Wolverine's clearly stronger. Looking at the figure and the overall printing, I like how it's done. It's done very cleanly. I like the hair print. I think this is it. Yeah, that's an official hair. He's got that little mustache on the side, which gives him that like hairier look. You can see his teeth stick out. Great printing on the front torso, or on the front face right there. I really like that. Actually, it does have two faces. This one looks a little bit more serious. I kind of like that. But we'll leave it on that one. Put the hair back on. Great printing on the front here. The beige shows up nice and bright, even though it's printed on black, which is kind of surprising. Really nice transition down to the bottom here. Some great side printing, like cool tattoos and whatnot, and actually they are two different prints on each side. You can see right there he has like some gauntlets attached right there, go into the gloves. And on the back, he has a nice utility belt that goes along the back, along with these like two Fang logo prints on the front and back. Really cool design. I like this print. Next minifig. You're probably looking at this going, well, who is this character? And I'm probably thinking, well, I have no idea. This is a character that I just got from AliExpress, and honestly, I have no idea who it is. I just thought it looked kind of cool, so I got it. I don't feel too bad about knocking it because it's a knockoff. And the overall design, the overall design's okay, but I don't know, it's just cheap. Same thing with all these characters. Like the head. Let me see if the head will do it. It's just like barely hanging on. There's no grip there. Really weak. I don't know what to say. If you guys know who this character is, let me know in the comments below. If not, next minifig. Random! This is another creation by Engineerio. Make sure you check them out. And this is Dr. Spectrum. And this is one of those characters, like you read in a comic book, and really like trying to explain him and his powers, it's really bizarre. Like basically he's powered through a power prism, quote unquote, and he has like some abilities and stuff, and just read up on it online or Google him yourself and you'll kind of see the stuff that he can do. But the overall design on this is actually done pretty well. It translates very well into Lego form, just looking at the overall design. Very bright white, bright colors, high in contrast, and I think they look really cool. I like how the yellow goes from the inside of the torso over to the right arm. Looks really good. Same thing with the red and the blue. Matches up really nicely. I like the green bottom torso as well as the legs. Looking on the back, you got some printing right here. A nice back print. No printing on the sides, but simplistic. But very, very nicely done. Alright guys, that's what I have for today. Let me know in the comments, who out of these characters right here, who would win in an ultimate battle royale, and tell me why. Give me the meat and potatoes of why they would win. Put it in the comments below and I will pick the top 3 subscribers' comments and give you guys a shout out in the next video. Well guys, that's what I have for today, and until next time, you can help us take a gander.